Hello YouTube, this is SnipersEnd, and this is me using the AUG, not for the first time, but it's one of the first times I used it. I actually completely forgot to keep the recording of the first time I used the AUG. So, here we go. I would just like to point out right now I'm trying to get Hacker Pro in this video, so I use the motion sensor a little. So, yeah, there you go. Now, at the lower levels, well, at the higher levels, you have the AK-47 and the Commando. At the lower levels, you have almost the same relationship between the guns with the AUG and the Galil. Let me explain that a little. At the higher levels, you have the higher power, slightly less accuracy AK-47, and the opposite, the lower power, slightly higher accuracy with the Commando. The Galil is the AK-47, while the AUG is the Commando, basically. So, I always like, the higher the power, the better, I say. I don't give a shit about recoil. I always use the TAR. I'm used to recoil. Come to think of it, I always used guns with recoil in every Call of Duty game. I don't really remember what I used in Call of Duty 4, just to be honest with you guys. And I used the Thompson and World at War and the fucking TAR in Modern Warfare 2. And now I use the AK-47. Even though it doesn't have that much recoil, it's still, recoil. So anyway, on to the map. I'm playing on Hanoi, and I don't really like Hanoi because it seems like every time you turn a corner, there's some sort of window in a building that someone can camp in and kill you from. And I have no tolerance for a map that helps campers like that. Now, when it comes to Hanoi, though, I always like to think of this map as a giant target. It has a gallows in the very middle. Then on the outside, there's a little field. Then inside that, there's another set of buildings. And finally, on the outside, there is one final field before the map ends. Now you can see that I'm using Hacker, and yeah, I always liked using Hacker in Modern Warfare 2 because, well, I got tired of the Claymores, and in this game, it's even more useful to have Hacker. Because in this game, the Claymores, well, they're almost overpowered to an extent. They're as good, if not better, than they were in Call of Duty 4, and they're much harder to see. They're almost impossible to see. Plus, it always helps you see if there's a SAM turret or a sentry gun somewhere. And of course, if you get pro, you can always hack all these things to make them yours. Although although I have already expressed my concerns that once you hack something, it's very likely that someone's gonna kill you. Anyway, you can see I'm in a chopper gunner here, and I once mentioned the chopper gunner in the commando video, but I didn't really elaborate on it. The chopper gunner, they dropped it down to a 9 kill streak, and they removed the explosive effect of the gun. You can shoot the gun at people, but you have to actually hit them with it to, kill them. And then, there you go. That's where they dropped the 11 kill streak. But to be honest, I don't really mind. In Modern Warfare 2, the chopper gunner had it was very hard to control because when the helicopter moved, the gun moved with it, and it was very hard to keep it steady. So if they had made it to where you had to hit people with the gun, it would have been very hard. But in this game, they actually made the gun much easier to control. So there you go. Now I'm in a host migration, and this migration took about 1 full minute. I had to speed it up 5 times, and then there's all this connection interrupted bullshit. But before this, I was having a lot of trouble with my AUG not being able to hit people, and now that the host migrated, I'm having a bit of a better time with it. And that reminds me, the patch came out today. The long-awaited, well, I don't know about anyone else, but the long-awaited patch for me has finally come. There is finally that patch that is going to fix the lag, going to fix the party system, and apparently put back in quickscoping. This was also sound whoring. I'm just sitting here. I saw that they were going to put back in. They were gonna fix the lag, and they were going to fix the party system and fix all this crap. And once the patch finally comes, I finally see, okay, they fixed the lag, they fixed the party system, and they added in quickscoping and sound whoring. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind quickscoping. If some dumbass kid wants to quickscope and give me an easy kill, I don't care. But sound whoring? I never had that much of a problem with sound whoring because, not many people do it. But I think it's ridiculously stupid to allow people to do it. Sound whoring, if someone wants to get better in any way possible, they can buy a $200 headset, and there you go. You have a slight advantage over people, and that's bullshit. A lot of people obviously can't afford $200. I can easily afford $200. I paid $200 for this Halpog HD PVR, but I don't want to go deaf by using the Turtle Beach. And to be honest, I always felt that the Turtle Beach was really bulky, and I don't like wearing it. I already have some problems putting on a Logitech headset. So anyway, I don't like it, but they're putting back in the ability to sound whore. Footsteps and S&D diffuses are gonna sound better. Well, that's about it. That is the end. Hope you all enjoyed it.